Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Samantha, and today I'm going to be sharing with you our homeschool update, so stay tuned. You are probably wondering where the heck we have been. I'm telling you guys, it has been a couple of weeks, as you know, that since I have done a homeschool update. We're still trucking along, but we've had some kinks in the road, and life's been kind of hectic and crazy busy anyway. And honestly, I didn't want to get on here and just be a negative Nancy, because we've had some obstacles we've had to overcome in our homeschool, and slowly we're getting those worked out. As a lot of you know, I've talked before about I really have a hard time with getting Davis to do his work. It's been a struggle that I have been dealing with for 4 years. We have had times where, we'll do schoolwork for hours and hours and hours because I can't get him to focus. I can't get him to do his work. It's very stressful. It's a very, very stressful situation. And here lately, I have actually, for the first time ever, I've been turning this over for Ryan to do, to help me with when he gets in from work. Part of what we do is, when we decided to do homeschool, I do the teaching. And that is fine with me. He does a lot of the hands-on stuff and the outside type learning and educational stuff there. That's his forte. However, I have been so stressed, and let me tell you that I cannot tell you how much I appreciate him stepping in. And thanks! Sorry about that. I had a slight interruption. So anyway, what I was saying is, what was I saying? Oh, about how I just feel very blessed to have him stepping up and helping me with this. Because there's been some nights that Davis has been doing his math till 9:30 at night. So, what we've decided to do is, my mom had I was talking to my mom about this, and Luke he gets his work done fast. He doesn't do it carelessly, but when I say it's school time, that kid doesn't want to get up until his work is done because he wants to have his day. Davis, on the other hand, my entire day from 9 o'clock in the morning, sometimes till 9 o'clock at night, is tied up with saying, do your work, do your work, do your work, let's do your work, sit down, that type of thing. So my mom suggested, you know what, since Luke does his work so well, why don't you start giving him special rewards, and not, crazy expensive rewards, but just special treats or something like that. And so I tried that, and as you guys know, Luke likes to read, so I got him a book that he was wanting. It was like $4. And Davis saw that, and he's like, wait a minute, there's a book that I'm wanting, and, or this or that. So it's what I've decided to do, and I'm going to see how this goes. Now, if Davis does great this week, I'm not sure if he's going to get a treat. However, I might wait till the next week just to make sure he's not doing this just to get what he's wanting. But every week, I'm going to try to give them, if they do their schoolwork good, a small reward. Nothing huge, and chances are with me, it's going to be a book or something like that, or a game. I'm not going to spend a fortune. I'm talking $4 and under. So I'm going to try that for a while and see if that helps. So far this week, since I did that last week with Luke, Davis is doing better. He's getting his schoolwork done. It's not easy. Now, I can assure you that we are still trying to get past this, but it's going easier than what it was. Where we were till 9:30 at night, we are now wrapping up around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, which is much better than 9 o'clock at night. We'll get there. He has a hard time, and it also is what I decided to do was to flip-flop. So where he hates math, he can do math, but he doesn't like it. And so is what I've decided to do is the subject that he hates the most, which is math, he is being made to do that first. And is what we do is a subject that he dislikes the most, we start our day with. The second least favorite, on and on, and we end it with his absolute favorite subject, which for him is language arts. So we have been wrapping our day up with language arts. Science and language arts are the last two, not counting his reading, that we wrap our day up with. And those are the 3. And it's amazing how fast those 3 fly by because he loves them. So we are going to try that for a while, and I'll be sure to update you guys and let you know how it's going. Hopefully, it's going to go really well. Yesterday, we were very proud of him. He got done with his work, like, boom, he was done. And as a special treat, Ryan took him out to hit the trails. He loves mountain biking, and so Ryan took him out and they hit the trails, and they were gone for like 2.5 hours. And so, we made sure to tell Davis, if you get your work done, you can do things like this in the evening, instead of tying up your whole day around school, get it done and we can enjoy our day and enjoy activities. So that's where we stand on that. Some exciting stuff though we had just started this one. This is the second part of our geography with Davis, and I just got to say, we love it. First, he was intimidated. He's like, no, I'm doing this. This looks different than my other one. And it is, but it's a 2-part geography. This is the master books. And I said, just look in it. It's the same. No, it looks different. And it's very inviting. But I can assure you that he was not wanting any part of this at first. And once he got into it and he realized his little worksheets here are the same, he doesn't like change. He is good to go. So far he's liking this. He's learning, because when Luke's doing his geography, Davis always has input on what Davis has learned in the past to what Luke's doing now. So I know he's learning it and he's loving it. So that is going really well. And some exciting stuff is I'm starting to get our curriculum for next year. With Luke so far, as you guys know, Luke's already doing his 2nd grade math, which I chose Abeka, and I'm going to do a video for that soon to let you know, as a review, to let you guys know how we like it. But for Luke, we got the Abeka grade 2 God's World Science Reader. With Davis, I thought about the Abeka, but I'll be honest, Davis is a Memoria Press kid. We have done Memoria Press in the past, and their language arts program, their reading, we have done the Memoria Press Greek mythology. He just really, really loves Memoria Press. And so we have been sitting down, and I always ask his input, because he's older, he's going to be in the 5th grade, and I always ask his input on what he would like to do when it comes to his classes. And he wants to do the Memoria Press Bird Science, which is fine. So I'm going to get that ordered, and when it comes, I'll show it to you guys. But here's Luke's Science, which is the Abeka. I also got him the Abeka Math Safety, the Abeka Health. So this is it. It's my book, his book. If you're not familiar with what the Abeka looks like, it's I like the layout. I think it's very inviting. I think he'll love it. Let's see, I didn't show you guys the science, if you're not familiar with it. And this is written in a way, it's easy reads, and Luke can read these himself. He reads his history to me with help every day. So, and I got him that. And then we have really, really loved the Abeka History 1st grade. And so I got the Abeka History 2nd grade. And this is what it looks like. This is his book. Very colorful, which is exactly what Luke prefers, to have all the color. And then this is my book with that. And then in the back, it has my lesson plans. So now the Abeka 1st grade has got a little bit of lesson plans, but it's not very detailed because it's 1st grade. But this one does. It's got a schedule, and it's got our unit studies and what to do with them. And it's all laid out. So we're looking forward to starting that. And so what's new with Davis, other than what I talked to you about? Well, as I mentioned, we love Memoria Press. We love it. Davis loves Memoria Press. That is his type of learning. And as you guys know, we are part of the Homeschool Review Crew. And we were given the opportunity to review the Memoria Press, the story of the 13 colonies in the Great Republic. And let me just say, this is the teacher guide, the student guide, and I'll show you kind of in the back here. It lines up with most of the Memoria Press, the way they have the questions at the end. It's got vocabulary. The teacher book has my notes, so you have all of that. And we also received the 200 questions about American history. It's the student book and the teacher book as well. And it is designed that it can go along with this book, or there's another book that it says it'll go along with. But let me tell you guys, this book is awesome. The story of the 13 colonies in the Great Republic. We have been following the guidelines that it suggests as far as the reading on this. And I actually ask him the questions orally because his mind processes it better orally. Davis has a hard time writing it down. And so these are awesome. This book is amazing. We read about 3 stories a day, and it's designed to go through 36 weeks, I think is what the schedule is. Let's see. It's got it wrote out for me. But yeah, it's 36 weeks, I think. And then along with all the reading, they have these cards. And this is just where we've gotten to so far. The stack of cards that go with it are like this. And I love this method because every day we do these flashcards. And he's learning this stuff. He is like, he was telling me today that he was riding his bicycles yesterday and he kept saying, who was it? Vespucci. He kept saying Vespucci over and over and over again. Anyway, but he's doing this over in his mind. So there are little flashcards, and then on the back you have the answer. And so is what we do is we kind of make a little game of it. This is 5th grade level. So obviously Luke can't understand it, but what's fun is Luke has studied the early American history on his level. So he's familiar with the First Continental Congress. He's familiar with, of course, the Native Americans and the Puritans and the Mayflower and the Navigation Act. He's familiar with all of that, Luke is. And so we sit down and we do these flashcards. And I have Luke sit down with us. And so he is learning this stuff, just what's on the flashcards, not the books and stuff. But he is picking this up too. And I have been amazed at how well Davis has done with these. So this may be the trick to keep his interest, even when it comes to other subjects, is to have the flashcards. So anyway, this is what we've been doing with him. Highly recommend it. I am going to do a complete review on it, and I'm going to break it down, but I'm also going to do a video review on this because, like I said, we are loving it. I can't say how much. I mean, we love it. So if you are a fan of Memoria Press, and if you're looking for curriculum for next year, check it out. So basically, that is it with our homeschool. Like I said, I didn't want to come on and do an update and just be negative, because we've had such a rough time lately. And that's one reason why it's been such a long span that I haven't done an update. As far as outside of school, what have we done? Well, we've taken the boys on hikes, and we recently bought a transit that we are converting into a camper van. And so we can just go every weekend. We can just go where the road takes us. This past weekend we did, and we didn't know where we were going. And we just drove till we decided, yep, this is our stopping point. And the boys had a blast. We ended up camping on a Forest Service road, dispersed camping, and we were near a creek, and they loved it. We took a few tours. We stopped at one of the area playgrounds, the parks, and it was amazing. And we came back home, and Monday, the boys are like, can we go back to the park? Well, it's not near our house. But anyway, so we have been keeping them busy like that. Davis made this wonderful recipe to go along with his geography. It was a German. I think German. He would tell me if he was in here. But it was a honey cake, and it was delicious. So he tries to make these recipes to go along with his history, which, as you guys know, he does the Master Books history. And on the back of each thing, he'll have a recipe or an activity for them to do. And so he's been doing those recipes and really been having fun with that. And that is about it, other than a few science experiments here and there. So that's it. That is our update. And I would tell you what week it was, but I honestly can't remember. I'm going to have to go back and look at my other video before I put this one up to let you guys know. So thank you for watching. And if you like the video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. If you're new to our channel, we would love it if you would subscribe and hang around. And thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful rest of the day.